Hello and welcome back to Understanding Crypto. My name is Herve, and every other day here I try to bring you cryptocurrency in the easiest way possible on the internet. If that is the type of content that you find interest in, be sure to click that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you don't get to miss out on any other value-packed content like this one. Make sure to have your notifications on as well so that you get notified whenever I do post a new video. So today the Bitcoin conference in Nashville will begin, and there will be speakers like Donald Trump, and we have RFK Jr. here, Kathy Wood of ARK Invest, Michael Saylor, of course, Russell Brand, Edward Snowden, Vivek Ramaswamy, and a host of others. Now, it would be very interesting that we someday see people like our arch nemesis Gary Gensler, come to conferences like this. Very interesting indeed. Now, this US senator is somebody that I'd actually expect to be in the conference as well. But the problem with these conferences is they usually just result into some type of market dump. We have seen it time and time again. One could speculate that these people are just selling their BTC to go and hang out with some fine gals in that conference. Well, another way to see it is that Mt. Gox has started redistributing BTC to Mt. Gox creditors, and so they may have been the reason why Mr. BTC is taking a nasty dive right here. Interestingly though, it is not diving to a place that we do not know. It's actually just diving into the Singularity zone, which we talked about in the previous video. And as we did mention, this particular zone right here, which is somewhere between the 64.4 or say 64.5, because that's 64.455 to somewhere around the 63.4. So this particular zone right here, we call it Singularity because we don't know exactly what decision Mr. BTC will take at this zone. And these are things that we did discuss in our previous videos. We did suggest that the move down to 53 right here, which we saw 54, that was our lowest. The move down that came as low as this was 53.4. Our zone that we saw was exactly somewhere around 54. We did suggest that this particular zone right here will most likely hold BTC, and regardless of what happens here, we will be expecting a move to the upside. Now, we did say that this Singularity zone, we don't know where BTC can go from here. It can just zoom right up or just drop back to the downside. However, I was favoring the downside because of the CME gap and other confluences that we could find at this particular zone right here. Despite all of that, I did say that at this particular zone, I cannot take any trades, long or short, or sell my bags or do anything because we are not confident with this zone and we don't know what is going to happen here. Now, as Mr. BTC did go to the upside, it has again come down, and yeah, it is consolidating inside that zone. Many can say, and they will have good reasons to say, that okay, because it did go up and it broke through a resistant point here, and it became support. Upon coming back down to that zone, it may be holding now because this zone is now support, and it will just zoom right back up. Now, again, we do not know. We don't know what decision it actually gets to take at this particular zone right here. However, you might ask, what's the highest that this thing could go? Like if BTC actually just reversed to the upside from here, what's the highest that it could go? Well, I do see some zones somewhere around 76 to 77, but it's very unclear if it will do that because, well, it's in a Singularity. And to the downside, well, we do have the CME gap, which we did cover in our other video. This particular CME gap right here. So even on the daily time frame, you can also see that CME gap. There was somebody who replied to my Twitter or my X account. I posted a forecast there, and the person told me that on the daily time frame, you cannot see any CME gap. Well, it's pretty apparent, yes. I don't think I'm the only one seeing this. Everybody sees it, yeah? These are hollow candles. I use the hollow candles to just differentiate between up or down, but yeah, it's a bit more, it's kind of better than the regular ones. But if you put this all on regular, then I think everybody can see this, yes? there's a CME gap here. If you go to the 4-hourly time frame, it even becomes more apparent. So $60,000 to somewhere around 58.4 on the 4-hourly time frame. As you dig deeper and you go to somewhere around the 2-hourly time frame, then you will still see 60,000, so that's 60.9, to somewhere around 57.8. Now, CME gaps don't always get filled. Yeah, there is some other CME gap somewhere around 9K or something like that. So it's not like it's a guarantee that because we have a CME gap, it will get filled. No, there is no guarantee. But the thing is, mostly they get filled. You see this one right here? Yeah, this one got filled as price came back to the downside right here. And a lot of people would have went long here, and then Mr. BTC crashed to the downside. If you even see here, there is another CME gap, or there was a CME gap that got filled right here. It moved to the upside, reclaimed back the CME gap as it came to the downside, and then moved again to the upside. Now that now made the double top, where now it's been plummeting ever since. So my idea is that if it does come down and fill this CME gap, then we will reassess. I will instantly make another video and update you. Remember that in our other video, we did suggest some other zones, but we did say that it shouldn't close a daily candle below 56.3. So that still holds, yeah, if it is to come to the downside. Another way of seeing this is just to use your Fibonacci tool. You can just take from this bottom right here on the daily time frame. You just have to use the bodies of the candle. So if you take from the bottom right here and take to the top, the 0.786 gives you 58.5. So don't be surprised if it did actually come down here. These are the zones that we will be watching out to see what happens. But for now, it's still in the Singularity. So pretty much this video is just to update you on where we currently are. To the upside, it might very well just go up and escape the gap, but you know, I cannot just go and bet long right here, even though it is actually trying to use this zone as you know, as a support. As you can see, it's currently bouncing right there, but yeah, this zone is the zone where I will not be placing any types of trades unless we do have you know, a clear defined move to the upside or to the downside. If it comes to the downside, then I will reassess and potentially take some positions right here. If it does not, then I will just watch my bags you know, move to the upside, and I still make profits that way, meaning that I'm not selling. Yeah, it's not like I'm not selling anything right now. I mean, we are waiting for the bull market. If you look at well, the explosive phase of the bull market, if you look at BTC dominance, you will see that, well, that thing, oh god, it's actually at 56 right now. Good. This is actually good. Now, it's not really good for altcoins, you know, because we'd want this to happen in a Bitcoin rally. If it goes up in a Bitcoin dump, it's going to drain a lot from altcoins, simply because, well, people are fearful, so they start to sell off their bags. Now, again, I still expect that this thing moves to somewhere around 61 to 63%. I don't know exactly when that will happen, but that will be my ideal move to the upside for Bitcoin dominance. That's the zone where I'd be, you know, expecting to find the top, meaning that the altcoin season will most likely be starting when this thing does move to the upside right here. If it actually dumps from this particular zone, then hallelujah, you know, we still make money that way. But for now, I'd still be on the idea that it goes to the upside and, you know, fulfills this target right here. This move to the upside will be similar to BTC going to 57K. The same type of analysis. So it's like it's missing the fifth wave up right here, which is what I would like to see for Bitcoin dominance. After that, then I will be expecting a huge correction like so, and the altcoin season's top will most likely come in around this zone right here, anywhere around 41%. There's a chance it will, you know, still move even lower, but that is the zone where I'd be expecting a top, meaning that around this particular zone right here, yeah, I will not be buying any altcoin altcoins, I'll just be, trying to escape and sell off, from these altcoins and stuff. So basically that's it, folks. We are still in the same zone. I'm just looking at BTC to see, what decision it actually takes. It might very well just hold this zone as a support and move up. Maybe Trump in the conference says something super bullish about BTC. If price is to go up, someone has to buy. Yeah, someone has to place an order. If price is to go down, someone has to sell. There's no magic here. So yes, of course, he could say something and, price moves to the upside. But I believe the charts already show us what will happen before they ever happen, especially for, large cap cryptocurrencies that have huge volumes and are exposed to wider and bigger markets like BTC. I just wanted to make this video because some of you would be like, oh yeah, you've not posted any video for days now. What's going on? Price is dumping. Where are we now? So yeah. Here we are. We are in the zone still, and at the current moment, it's really up for debate where this thing will go. So that's basically it, folks. If anything happens that is of, great significance, if we do come down here or if we do go up instead, I will make a new video to update you. But for now, we are still in the singularity zone, sadly. A lot of people will like to go long in this particular zone on the idea that it's, an accumulation or some sort of support. But again, personally, I will not be trading in this particular zone right here. This is just a zone that I observe. Well, it's sad that we don't really have any conclusive move for this week, but if we do have a good move that is very clear on where this thing is actually going, then I will make a new video to update you all. But until then, stay safe.